Try again. Okay. Can everyone hear me now? Because, or, you know, not even just here, but can everyone, is everything fine now? I assume it's all good. Okay, good. All right. So that was my bad. And what had happened is I forgot and accidentally left my VPN on. Um, and yeah, you can't you can't do that. You can't stream to Twitch with your VPN on. It really really does not like that. Like really doesn't like that. Okay. All right, never mind. All right. So that was fun. Yep, forgot to check the VPN. I did everything I was supposed to except for check and remember, hey, you can't have the VPN on. Can't do that. Big no no. Big old no no. All right, so everything should be fine now. Should be, kind of, I guess. I'll just delete the other video, I suppose, because that was a total failure. All right, now we're off to go see if any resources have spawned, because, you know, obviously I can't survive on just, you know, a little bit of the crops that I grow. They just won't work. Okay. Um, no one saw that. No one saw that. It didn't happen. Oh, yeah. Nope. Didn't happen. Didn't happen. No, definitely didn't just jump into a hole. Yeah. Uh, Reed, I don't know if you're there or not, but are you still stuck in buffer hell? You shouldn't be, but I figured it was worth asking. Really? Wow, quartz. Wow. Mmm, look at all that delicious food. I wonder if I could outrun that thing. Oh, nope. Can't outrun it. Well, that was dumb and foolish. It's still kind of bad. Well, I can't fix that. But the reason it was buffering before was because I left my VPN on. And it turns out Twitch really doesn't like it when you try to stream with a VPN on. Like, really, really doesn't like it. Which, you know, honestly, yeah, okay, that one actually kind of makes some sense. Like, I can't really argue against that one too much. Like, that actually... Oh, you did? Oh, okay. I didn't know where you were when you, you know, did your joining. So, hooray. All right. So I think for today's video, the biggest thing is, of course, getting the charcoal finished. And then once the charcoal is finished, I'm going to, actually, first I'm going to try to navigate this forest here. But as soon as I get the charcoal finished, I'm going to get started on the anvil and then the saw. And then as soon as I get the saw, I'm going to make a bucket. And then as soon as I make the bucket, I am going to actually get started on some decent amount of farmland. But none of that matters unless I actually, you know, find food. Because who cares if you have farmland if you have no crops? Like, you know, it's kind of a moot point at that point. And this is just barren, like waste. There is just nothing here. This is just sad. Oh no. No. Ah. This part is very much Minecrafty. I'm just kind of running along trying to find my way around the massive cliff world. Do 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 do. Where is that? I gotta turn that off. Something's blinking in the background. Can't stand notification. Alright, I rode a dirt block all the way down to the ground. Nice. Didn't know you could do that, but, you know, here we are. Here we are. Oh, alright. I don't know where I am, but I'm gonna find out. Let's see. You know, it was really lush over there. Direction is that anyway? Hey. Alright. That area is more likely to have stuff. Although this does have quite a bit amount of pine logs, which is nice to make tannin, which will be needed later for leatherworking stuff. Oh my god. The one thing that I don't know, I have like a love-hate relationship about this game is the tree's ability to block your movement with leaves. Like I totally get why it exists, but it's also kind of frustrating, especially when you're trying to run through a forest. So that part is interesting. Okay, let's just keep going. Wait a minute. Stuff over here? I mean, no. Where are we at? Where's it say we're at on the map? I mean, this area is really cool looking, but I mean, do 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 do. I'm literally gonna starve to death before I even get to the location that I want to get to. Yeah, the soul here sucks too. Of course, it's one of these things. So annoying. Report. Spam. This is a bot account. Spam. Submit report. Away. Close. Hate those things. So annoying. Just go away. I don't know. Like, it seems kind of weird to purchase followers and viewers, even especially when they're like not real. Like, you would think that Twitch would have a way to measure that. Like, 50, let's say you have 75 people watching your stream. I know, Reed, right? I'm like super hardcore famous, man. Like super famous. But seriously, let's just assume for a second that the soul is still low fertility here. Jeez. But let's just assume for the sake of argument that, you did weirdly buy one of those services. Like, you would think Twitch would have a way like, oh yeah, this person's they got a lot of views, but nobody ever talks. Like, you know, you just think that would be something that they would, pick up on. Because, their advertisers are the most important thing to them, and well, quite frankly, their Twitch is not going to advertisers are not going to be very happy about advertising to a bunch of bots. So I don't get it. Sounds like a scam if you ask me. I love this area right here, by the way. This little whole region. I mean, look at that. I mean, that's just nice. And then all the big clouds up there. And some of that stuff's not just snow and ice. It's, what is it, granite or whatever? It goes really well together. Yeah, I know you're hungry. Yeah, I don't know if it works or not either. Like, I understand that part too. I didn't mention it because Well, honestly, I forgot, but I actually agree with you on that, Reed. Like, it's definitely for helping you gain traction, but I think for 99% of everyone, it just doesn't do anything at all. You know, it's just it's just a thing that you happen to do. Okay, so I'm in this area, but the soil is crap. Yeah, I imagine it is. My advice is to just refresh the stream. Like if you end up in a situation where, you know, your buffering is that bad, I would just refresh the stream. It might be better to just go on ahead and refresh it as well. I can't make the stream any lower bitrate though. I'm sorry, man. But if I keep streaming every day like this and keep maintaining this level of people for, you know, a fixed duration of time, I should be able to you know. I'm just gonna keep going until I die, by the way. We're gonna YOLO this until the end. There's just no food. I either got like the world's worst spawn rate or spawn, or I am just literally that unlucky. Because I rarely see food. And then a lot of times I get tricked when I see this tall grass and I'm like, food, and then it's not food, it's just tall grass, which I guess if I was, I don't know, one of those rams would be really, really nice. But for me, it's just terrible. There's a wolf behind me. And it's going to chase me probably forever. Ah! Yep. See, now, even if I found food, I really wouldn't be able to stop very easily because I have a wolf behind me. I almost do wish this game did have the auto stepping that Minecraft does. For, you know, going up blocks like that are just one tall. Oh, joyous! A field of basalt gravel. And now granite gravel. Mmm. Yeah, I can see food growing here. Yes. So welcome everyone that has joined the stream. There are now more people. You dislike the auto jump? Is it that bad? Is it really that bad? And here I thought they made a decent feature. Oh, my bad. I haven't really played Minecraft in, like... I think the last time I actually legitimately played Minecraft, more than just launching it for 5 seconds and then turning it off, was probably, I don't know, 2017 maybe? It's been a while. That looks really cool. I like the floating island over there. Alright, so what we got over this way? Oh, goody, just a desert. Oh, man. It's really that bad, huh? Alright. Who is messaging me on Discord? Like, why? Yeah, I know. That noise is super, super, super fun. And trying to reply to Gardner while bouncing and trying to walk up a thing is better than it should be. No! I don't want to starve to death. I don't want to die. I just want some food. I'll take anything at this point. Just Anything. Just give me something. Like at this point, I'll just eat grass. Food! Hey, actually, I want the red currant bushes. Aha! Success! I found 2 bushes! Calling this a success because of the, you know, the nature that is this game has been towards me. Wow, that's terrible. So I should really get a light. My offhand might do that. When I head back, I'll. Ooh, blueberries. These are nice. I like that. Head to an area full of gravel, and I find more food than my starting location. Feels bad, man. Feels bad. Where am I at now? Hmm. Do, 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 do. So, are you still there, Florida man? I assume you're still there. You're probably just in full screen. How goes your how goes your vintage story experience? Ah, yes, one of those. So it's going well then. Yeah. Well, at least I got some more cobblestone. That'll be useful. Oh yeah, cellars are really nice. Like must have, especially if you want any form of, long-term food storage. You have to have a cellar. All right, I think it's time to head back and just, just sleep. Back would be. There also should be a little bit more food. Actually, in fact, I bet some of that food's gonna spoil. Oh man, should have cooked the meat. Darn. Well, oh well. I'm sure it'll be fun. Actually, can I just sleep here? Raider have a spot for me to sleep? It does. And this is where I'm gonna sleep. Hmm. So apparently Microsoft is reconsidering its case of using ancient old CPUs like Threadrippers, which are like really old and outdated and that sort of thing. Because I'm sure you all know, but Threadrippers are like they're really old, and you can't, you know, Windows 11 doesn't work on a Threadripper. Too challenging for it. Okay, the trees are just getting obnoxious. Oh, maybe eventually they'll like grow up and like get really, really massive, and then it won't matter anymore. Am I going the right way? I think I got. No, I'm going the right way. Thought I got turned around there for a second. Do 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 do. I should probably be careful. Nintendo might destroy my stream because I ever so briefly started poorly singing a Mario song. Tune, rather. Not even a song, just a little itty bitty section of the tune. Alright, so the first thing I want to do is go down in here and nab a... Oh no, the meat's fine for a couple more days. Eat this. Excellent. Oh, right. I was going to... you know what? I'm just going to grab this. There we go. Now I will always have a really crappy light. But nevertheless, I will always have a light. So, excellent. All right, so the axe mold is done. Oh, probably deal with this first. Okay. Oh, good. My plants are starting to bear fruit. All right, how's this doing? Mature, 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 mature. All right. Come on, 2 seeds. Yes. Oh, right. Uh, yeah, definitely don't want that. What else do I not want? Really? Well, at least the pottery and stuff is done. I have a storage for quartz. No. No, I did not. One of these here had the slab. Yeah. Hooray, there's a wolf just literally right over there. Superb. Okay. Let's see how the soil here is doing. For in crops, it's doing great. So I could grow turnips. What about cabbage needs? Go get some cabbage, everyone. Cabbage is also an in. Nice. Pumpkins require way too much space, so I'm not going to bother with the pumpkins, even though I definitely and desperately do need food. I'm not going to bother. Okay, so onions are P, and turnips and cabbage are in. In is pretty bad all up through here. Oh, this is fun, though. All right, how's this? It's fine. Fine. Fine, that's terrible. All right. Kind of sucks. I didn't get any extra seeds off of the onions, but I guess you can't have everything, I suppose. Okay, so I can cook now. Oh, wait. Let me run this down into the basement. What? Okay. Hmm. Well, at least I have some food. I can eat the red currant. No. Harvest all the cranberries. And I'll have to put all this inside of storage. I don't know why some of this ripened quicker than others. I'm not really all that sure on that one. Kind of weird. Hmm. Wonder why that is. All right. Bowls, I guess. So, Florida man, did you manage to fight off your wolf issue that you were having there? Nice. They're really not that hard to fight, but I can definitely see where, being new and all could probably really kind of pose a small challenge. Yeah. That didn't work out well in the end, and I know exactly why that didn't work out well in the end. Are you hate it? Hate it so much. Just so infuriating when it does that. Yep, didn't get enough. 15 should do it. Okay. Um, really? Instantly spawned grass, huh? Okay. There we go. Give me that back. Okay, and now I just need another dirt block. We just want to start this fire. Come on. There we go. Okay. All right, so now that that's done, still quite a bit of stuff left to do. I think I'm gonna make the ingot mold really quick. Oops. Okay. Perfection. Technically make two, I guess. Wow, that didn't work out the way I thought that would. Oh, just duplicate the layer. I mean, might as well, right? If you're gonna make two, you might as well. So you need sticks. And come on. Come on. Light. There we go. Apparently I hurt myself. Okay. Okay, so for anyone watching, does anyone remember where I ended up picking up all of that food? I think it was down in this region. I think. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm thinking it was down there. I'm gonna head down there anyway because, well, I don't have anything else to do over here. And pretty much everything here is still just growing. Hmm. These pumpkins are not doing well. Pumpkins are actually really, really nice source of food, but I don't get them everywhere. I believe you have to find them or buy the seeds. I honestly don't remember which it was. Okay, so just follow this and go in the direction of the giant tall mountain. No, nothing over here. Oh well, full steam ahead. Oh, the rain is so loud. You can barely hear the character when he ate. Definitely gonna take that. Oh, hello. Well, this is growing up an awful lot. Hopefully it'll start spawning some food. Jeez. I don't know who was watching when I first played the very first day, but this area down here wasn't all this. This birch forest is really starting to take over. Oh look, chickens. Or rather, oh look, I hear chickens. Chickens. Gonna have to get those chickens later, but chickens have to be fed grain. You can't feed them, large quantities of grass like you can with the boar and the ram or the rams. So gonna have to oh, there's Pete right here. Pete is really, really nice. Florida man, I have no idea if you're um well, I assume you're listening obviously, but if you happen to find Pete, Pete can actually be quite your friend. Um it doesn't look too much different from like the top down from regular grass, but you can burn it in place of firewood and it gets as hot as firewood, so like you can't use it to like, smith and stuff, but it works well for uh cooking and stuff, eating, because then you're not wasting your firewood, which you could be using for charcoal. So, pretty nice. Pretty nice and very useful. And if you find it, usually there's like, oh yeah, if you find it, you'll know, because I mean it is everywhere. I'm sure it did. Because naturally you would find food, whereas me, I find no food. There's no food. I mean, there's like tons of meat and stuff, and like, don't get me wrong, like meat is like really nice and very useful and all that sort of stuff. Oh, that was a red currant bush. Hang on. I want that. I don't want the cranberries. You can keep the cranberries. I have so many cranberries. Ooh. What did I get? A flint axe? 2 flint axes. Well. Isn't that just marvelous? Oh my god. Everyone, look. Look. It's rye. I found rye. This is a joyous and happy occasion. And I managed to get 3 seeds from it. Yes! Like I said, if I have to go all winter just eating bread, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I will absolutely 100 do it. That was amazing. That was the highlight of today's stream is me finding a small patch of 3 rye. Thank you, Florida man. Apparently you talking about rye helped me find stuff. Quick, talk about something else. Copper. I've got tons of copper. In fact, if I could eat metal, I'd be fine. More rye. Not a lot of seeds though. Like that's the big thing. I'd much rather get the seeds because it's all about being able to just grow it myself. But this isn't bad. Only got 5 seeds. Well, now I have 9. Yes. That's right. 9. Oh, yes. So some advice. Um, you said you were looking for copper. Do you ever find copper like on the ground? You know those little bits and stuff that are just chilling out on the ground, and you run by them. That's okay. Okay. If you find like a small patch, dig all the dig all uh the dirt around it until you hit rock. Because underneath that little patch, you will find a bunch of copper. That's usually the best and easiest way, in my opinion, to find things like copper and so forth. Wow, I'm finding a lot of rye. I mean, don't get me wrong, bread is not like the highlight of anyone's meal. But you know, if you ain't got nothing else, I mean, you will eat bread till the end of time. So, and the sucky part is I'm also gonna have to move all my bushes. But you know, that's not that big of it. I was hoping to find like more turnips and onions and stuff because you know it's just better. Um, yeah. Hmm. Eh. So next time, Florida man, be on the lookout for like a nice patch of copper. Um, and when you find it, you will also find everything else you need as well underneath the ground, hidden and buried. Finding some blueberry bushes too, which you know, not bad. Bad. Oh, bone soil. Well, at least I'm finding a lot of cobblestone blocks. I mean, that's nice, I guess. It's getting dark again already. But I'm finally finding food. Can't leave. I found food. I don't see anything else. Might be something over here. Nope, ain't nothing over here. Wait, the black currant bush. That's a black currant bush. That's a cranberry bush. Interesting. I mean, finding a lot of resources, I suppose. I just remembered I have a light, so I'm not too concerned about the darkness. Florida man, also, you have an offhand. I don't know if you noticed that or not. If you look at the hotbar to the left, you have a little offhand there. I just saved that bunny's life. You can put stuff there, and wow, it feels like I'm gonna sneeze, but I'm not, and it's kind of starting to drive me crazy. Like sorry, ended up actually having to sneeze. Ooh, a patch of copper. Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about. Like this right here. This is just a big. Actually, Florida man, look over here. This is what you want to look for. Like when you see a big patch like this, you just want to dig down. Just you don't need a pickaxe, but just dig down, and then you'll find the copper. And then you can hit M on the map, and you can right click, and you can set little markers so you don't have to like try to play the guessing game as to where it was or anything like that. So definitely do take advantage of that because it is very, very nice and very useful. I don't think I'm really gonna find anything else, honestly. I think I'm just gonna keep finding cranberries. Which, I mean, it's fine, except fruit doesn't last very long, even in a cellar. And, I mean, aside from turning it into jam, really, well, you can turn it into the porridge, but still, aside from the porridge and jam, it really doesn't have much use. I'm gonna bring back all these. No, I didn't want that. Nope. Interesting. There's like a little bit of clay. I might pull a U, Florida man, and just go through and make me some what you call it? Some hardened clay for building block pieces, just so it looks a little better. Yeah, I'm gonna have to heat them up that much, so be that bad. Wow, that is a big, beautiful rooster. Look at you. Wait a minute. Berries. Now, is this gonna be tall grass? Yep, it's just grass. I like how there's snow on the ground. It's 25 Celsius out. Legitimately no way for there to be snow on the ground. There's some very magical snow there. Still just wandering around. But like I said, I did find quite a bit of rye. But rye is an inn. And there's not a lot of space for it. So I'm like gonna have to ration my food. I think I'm gonna make an oven. I don't. Oh, that's right. I can't make bread because I need. Well, I can make the oven, but I can't make bread. I don't have a bucket. Means I can't make flour. Bucket. Really? Did I legitimately just find... Oh, I found a bunch of spelt grain. I would have preferred a container full of spelt seeds, but okay. I mean, if you insist. Look at this, just huge herd of rams. They're just everywhere in this area. Like I will say that while I haven't been doing a lot of hunting, I haven't also seen a lot of shortage of animals and stuff either. No, I don't think I'm gonna find any more. I think what I found earlier was it's everything. There will be no more. No more. Oh, that's a pretty big hole. Didn't run off into the cliff into that. Oh, now it's time to head back. Hello, rooster. Hello, second rooster. They haven't murdered each other, so they're being terrible roosters. I'm going the wrong way again. Do 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 do. Nah, just be quicker to run around it. You have too many berry bushes. I mean, I don't know about too many. I mean, if you save it and later you get honey and stuff, you can turn it into jam and you can live off the jam. But yeah, I mean, truthfully, the fruit and stuff is pretty nice. So there's a thing you can make if you look in the clay called a crock, and you can store food in it. And inside of a cellar, anything that's been cooked, that's been placed inside of the crock, will just naturally increase, the lifespan uh, of the food. And it's not a insignificant bump. And if you use animal fat, you can seal the crock. Um, and then the lifespan becomes like really long time. The downside is you can only do it like you seal it and it only lasts one time. So as soon as you open it to eat it, obviously of course, you lose it and you have to get more animal fat. Uh but I mean in a cellar, even in a warm region, you're looking at like, on default food spoilage settings, you're looking at like some cooked meals lasting over a year in a cellar inside of a crock. Like it is absolutely just crazy. Just how long it lasts is just nuts. All right, and that is still running there. All right, so I want to deposit the rye seeds. Yeah, I know, right? Or at least it feels like it lasts. See, that's the thing. It feels like it lasts longer than you need it to. But in actuality, does it genuinely last longer than you need it to? The answer to that is probably not. Like, realistically, you want stuff to last, like, forever. Because, you only have a limited amount of food. Stay fresh for 3 days. 21.2 days. 71.9 days. 13.9 years for spelt grain. Then rye. This is flax. Oh, yeah. Flax is another thing that I seriously need. I don't need it for the food. I need it for, like, clothes and stuff like that because it's really, really cold in the winter, and I like not freezing to death. I'm just gonna eat the fruit. I'm not gonna waste the... I'm not gonna bother wasting my precious amounts of fruit on, the ridiculousness of, my hole in there. I'm trying to have some kind of semblance of, intelligence. But okay, let's see. So apparently I can make a cooking thing, a crock, uh, all right, oven, clay oven. Oh man, does anyone here know? Uh, I don't know how to make a clay oven. I don't see it in here. Hmm. Anybody in the chat know how to make a clay oven by any chance? Anybody at all? Because I don't know how. To YouTube. Let's see here. Because it says created by clay forming, but just... Oh man. Yeah, there's nothing on. Let's see. Meal making. Just gonna go to sleep. Hmm. I do not know how to make a clay oven. Let me see here. Go into the thing here. There we go. Okay. Oh, that almost hit me. All right. So blueberry bushes. I have literally 17 of them. Oh, it's just short two. And then I guess these in here. Okay, perfection. Might as well harvest all my food here. Let's go see how the cabbage is sort of growing. That's the turnips are growing. The rye is growing. Those I'm gonna have to get the seeds, because otherwise. Cabbage. Eh, even with all that, I only got 35. Welcome back, Florida man. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out how to make a ah fire clay. Okay, so apparently, in order to make that, I'm gonna need fire clay, and the only fire clay that's near me is literally like right over this way. Um, I was trying to make it with the blue clay, didn't work. Gonna just jet on over this way really fast. There should be fire clay like right here. Either that or it's gonna end up being peat. I didn't mark any of the fire clay, unfortunately. Idiot, but that looks like fire clay, actually. Or it's gonna end up being blue clay. Nope, fire clay. Nice. Well, that's not annoying in the slightest. Okay. The shovel. Okay. Okay, made a shovel. Now I just need... Ah, there we go. Clay oven. Oh my goodness, this is gonna probably take a little while. I'm gonna need so much more fire clay. Making ourselves some, just a beautiful clay oven. Absolutely gorgeous oven. I'm also running completely and utterly out of fire clay, which is fine because I'm right next to a source of it, so whatever. Let it run out. Doesn't matter to me. Or it matters a little bit, but that's not the point. Stand here and eat some food really quick. Okay. Alright, a little bit more fire clay going here. Alright, let's see if 35 fire clay proves to be useful. Will it? Who knows? Who can say? Come on. Come on. Well, at least I can get this part done, I suppose. Alright. Well, this still might not be enough. Kidding me? Fill in what you can. Can't believe I need more fire clay. My goodness, this has almost taken 64 units of fire clay. This is quite a lot of clay. Get some more. No. Ah. Aha. Have it. Oh, no. Oh, okay, good. I can just pick it up whenever I want. All right, awesome. Okay, well, Florida man, I have an oven now. What do you have? Do you have an oven? You don't have an oven? Ah, got you beating something. What is this? Dead hen. Interesting. Partially eaten? I'm fine with that. You have an empty crock. Okay. Okay. I mean, you gotta do what you got, man. I mean, you know what I mean? Okay. First things first. Get all the fire clay out. And the feathers. Can't because they're old. There we go. Get the feathers out. All right, so the next thing we're going to do now is we are going to work on the anvil, and then of course we're going to actually like move the anvil to like an actually decent place, not where it is. Actually, I don't think it's too bad where it is, but we'll see. Um, and let's see what else. Much to do. I'm gonna put the right here. Wood. Uh, sure, why not? I'll add a little bit of wood. Interesting. Let's see what happens here. If the oven ignites the wood log behind it, because that would be really, really funny. Come on. Come on. Ignite, please. Come on. Come on. Yes. Finally. I think I have to, like, cook it first in order for it to harden or something. I don't know. I'm just guessing. That done? Oh, it's finally done. Wow, that's awesome. Okay, so I have 2 ingot molds, which I'm just gonna here. Now, I'm gonna need my crucible, and I am going to need my copper. But and I want to make 1,000 units. You know what? I just want to make 1,100 units of copper. Now I need the charcoal, which is right around here. Go. Coal. Was having mechanical issues with my fingers. Come on. I guess shears wouldn't be too bad either. Right now, I'm just going to stick with just making the saw. Just the saw blade really quick. Anyone else noticed how I seem to have, like, the absolute worst time lighting a fire? What about you, Florida man? Do you have any issues lighting a fire? Or is that, like, legitimately just a me issue? Yours goes good? You know what? You know what? Just never mind. Just never. You feel that way too? Also, welcome back, Japan Has Rice. Are you following me, by the way? Or did you find the link in the vintage story thing? I'm just curious how you got here. Yeah, so I'm not the only one then. Okay, good. See, now I don't feel as crazy. Don't feel as crazy now. That got me 23 charcoal. Like, that's not bad. I mean, it's terrible, but, better than nothing. Okay. I don't know if that's going to be enough. Of course it's going to. Still, oh, hell. I forgot. I need a forge. Which, fortunately for me, I have enough resources. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I mean, I can't really disagree with that. It pretty much is like following everyone, so. Nice. Okay, perfect. I like that. I put the really hot, forge right next to my you know, where's my hammer? All right, I'm gonna need the hammer. But I need like everything, like literally everything. There's nothing I don't need. I'm at that point in the game where it's like, what do you need? Oh, you need literally everything. Don't worry about it. You need everything. All right, how's the meat doing? Still another 3 days. Fine. Okay. Hey, check that out. I got to follow. That's Japan has rice. Nice. Yeah, I'll be streaming this game. Probably gonna look at some mods and but I mostly will probably just be streaming a little bit of everything because I actually like a little bit of everything. I don't really want to end up in a situation like most streamers where it's like you only really stream one game and then you develop a community around that game and then you end up screwing yourself. But that's a long ways off. I just want to just have a nice place for people to just chill out and relax and I don't know, enjoy me screwing up continuously over and over and over and over again. Because that actually seems pretty likely. Pretty likely. Add items to be baked. Add wood. Excellent. I lit the oven on fire. I had to ask the community for help on the oven, which I do appreciate for responding. Because, yeah. Did not have too much of a choice on that one. Nope. Nope, nope. And now we're all just going to casually stare at this while I wait for the crucible to get. Actually, you know what? No, we're not going to just stare at it because I'm going to go over here and check on the crops really. And another message on Discord. Although I did message someone, so you know what? That one's mature turnips. Seed. 2 seeds. So turnips is still the same. So these are a in crop. Actually, no, I am doing sort of okay, I guess, aren't I? Whoops. Can't spell anymore either. Yeah. You know, it's funny you mentioned that Japan has rice. I was actually going to file a report about that because the first day I decided to stream this game was what, earlier this week or something. I don't know, whatever. You know what? Doesn't matter. So I go to stream this and I'm trying to figure out the pit kilns and I finally figured it out and I put a storage vessel in there and some bowls, and they just completely disappeared. I have no idea where they went. It was the weirdest thing. If you go back and watch that old highlight, somewhere in there, it happens to me, and I'm just like, well, where is it? I was so confused, so lost. I like this. I'm just casually. Um, version 1.158, I believe. All right. So now we have our anvil molds. And as soon as the anvil cools off, we will have it. You know, honestly, so my pit kilns were right here. I assume you can see. And obviously the house wasn't here, and I had that little shack thing from hell over there. I didn't have this overhang, and there was no rain. There was nothing else. The only thing I can think of is that maybe something jumped on it. I'm not really sure, or it just disappeared. I'm not really sure. I don't know what the the code is actually like for Vintage Story, but it's never happened again. And I updated to what is it 1.110 today, which apparently makes it harder to happen. Kind of raised my eyebrow to that, but hey, you know what? And so yeah. All right, so I'm gonna go get some more larch trees because it's kind of getting to be daytime anyway. I'm gonna go get some larch trees like this one. Get it out of here. I guess I should also make some shears at some point. Look at that, I got a larch seed. I don't really know where to put it. I think I'll put it over here. All right, larch seed acquired. Chopping them down, chopping down all these lovely trees. Oh, I also just need straight up sticks. I know I have some, but you never have enough sticks. You can't just... Oh, yes, you can. If you do happen to replicate it, that would be pretty nice because that was really annoying. Because I don't know about you, but pit kilns take forever. I mean, they take absolutely forever to you know, they take forever. Like what, they take almost a full day or something like that. Like it's crazy. I mean, on the other hand, you can do like, a whole bunch at once, which is fine. Eventually I need to make an area for actually doing that, but I haven't gotten around to that yet. And I'm starving again. Because of course I am. Why on earth would I not be starving? The one from 2 days ago. It's the one from 2 days ago. I don't even know what happens. I just happen to be running around, and then all of a sudden I'm like, hey, I don't have any, you know. It happened yesterday too. I didn't even know you were still there, Reed. Um, really, it happened yesterday as well. Seriously? Oh my god. Well, I guess either day, take your pick. Apparently, I'm just flat out unlucky. Period. No matter what happens. So I mean, yeah, I guess that's nice. I guess. It's entirely possible it did happen yesterday, but I'm fairly certain it happened in the first stream. The first hour of the other stream is just me playing a game that Reed wanted me to play that was just bizarre, but Reed was very adamant that I go insane. So here we are. All right. Okay, and I can put the mold anywhere. Yeah, I'm gonna have to expand this area. This workshop is just way too tiny to be producing and making what I need. But that's okay. All right, so for the coal, honestly, I don't really want to add. Let's just do 3. And let's just put one of the ingot bars on top. You just memed and then took. Well, of course I take you seriously. You're my friend, Reed. Why would I not take you seriously? Like, come on. Like, don't be crazy. Don't be crazy. Of course I would take you seriously. Like, what else would I do? Florida Man, if you want to watch what forging is like, I'm about to make a saw, which truthfully is probably one of the best parts of this game, which is the forging. Like the forging is just so nice. This of course assumes I can actually light the damn forge. Yeah, I lit it. I did it. I'm wonderful and amazing, and it was all me. And yes, all right, 200 and 300. Oh boy, oh boy, we're getting there. You get it nice and hot. Do, 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 do. See if there's any more of this done. Yeah, it's done. Damn it. No, I'm not gonna eat that. Just come on. I wonder if they'll ever add like tongs or something. Although I don't understand like how you would get tongs when you don't have any tools. So I guess bare hands picking up the ingot is. I guess you can get two hammers and just place them on either end and pick it up that way. All right, so we're just gonna carry it over to the anvil. And let's see, there's copper shears and a copper saw blade. Okay, so first things first, we're just gonna wanna. That's true. 2 sticks woodwork tongs. What am I doing? I'm having a moment of sanity here. Alrighty. Actually, can I just like plank this all the way over? No. No. Something told me I knew that already, but I didn't want to believe me. You know what? Honestly, I kind of understand that one actually a lot. Um so I'm not actually going to blame him. I'm just surprised, it's just fun. It's just fun to tease, You know how it is. Because you're literally working with like 930 degrees Celsius copper, and it's like, you know, it's just fun. Okay, let's see here. Hopefully I don't screw this up. Get the wrong one. Okay, so I have to break that off. I really, really, really like the forging in this game, though. It's really, really nice. Yeah. Oh God, yeah. They would get so much grief. I mean, after yesterday's stream, I actually looked up like, you know, uh, how many mods there are that just make this game easier. Wow, I almost screwed up there. Was not paying attention to that. Okay. I almost would have had a useless piece of metal. And I have a copper saw blade that is like just red hot in my inventory. All right. And then I make 48 larch boards. Now, I make a bucket. No, let's go to everything. A wooden bucket. I need some flax twine, a board. Wait a second. You need 2 separate kinds of wood. Are you kidding me? Please tell me that that's a joke. I'm sorry. Okay. It actually goes... Wait. Seriously? Hang on. Let me make sure I got that right. Yes. It really does. Oh, no. Okay. I can make it an all-in-one. Okay, we're good. I thought that was about to go, like, really, really far south. Wow, I used up way too much coal on that. But so now I can actually start producing fields, like actual proper fields, which I'm definitely gonna do. Which means this monstrosity has to go. All right. Now, where in my inventory does I store all that dirt? Gimme, gimme. All right, get out, get out, get out, get out, get out, out. This is okay. So now I just need a mixed dry. Oh, wow. That is really cool. Huh. Just requires a board. What else can I get? Huh. That's actually kind of cool looking. Did those fences stack? Hang on. I actually want to... There was some assault, like, right near me. Well, I guess I would have to go somewhat far for an actual assault. Well, let's just place all this stuff first. Okay, so now it's time to build the fields. Large quantity. Okay, what do I want to do here? Stone path. That requires soil. Oh, yeah, and these lovely blocks that I keep throwing away. Wow. um, just wow. This area is basically like just one giant sinkhole. Um, Japan has rice. Do you know like what the real purpose and point of of the eagle fern is gonna be. Like honestly, because it's everywhere. Like I don't know if you knew that or not, because I don't know how much of 1.5 you've played, but it's freaking everywhere. Like, and I mean, it's everywhere. But it's everywhere. Like I cannot stress that enough. Like it is just everywhere. Like it's almost as common as the grass. Like it's just it's crazy. Oh, I like that. I'm gonna make a basalt fence. I like, you know what? I need more. Yeah, it needs to be toned down a little. Like it is legitimately too much. Okay, so I'm gonna go grab a bunch of basalt really quick. And yeah, I'm gonna go grab some. I might also start harvesting some copper. Now that I made the anvil, I actually have a crap ton of free free space for copper. Although I think I have a couple already marked, so I don't think it'd be that bad to just do a little jaunt over. I mean, look, there's like 11 in my inventory, and I didn't even get rid of half of it back at the home. Oh, yeah? I should turn on block interaction help. Why's that? I mean, not that I necessarily disagree with you on that. It's just... Oh. Well, I already figured it out now, so... I mean... Yay. I actually looked it up and then just kind of like played around with it using the image as a reference. It didn't take me that long to figure out. Although, I'm not going to lie, it probably definitely took me like way longer than I probably should have, but that is kind of not the point. Okay. And these things are nice. Little clumps are just super swell. All right. Let's get over here and start whacking our way in. Granite's okay, but you know what I've never found is like a really good source of like, you know, halite and stuff. Like I've never found like a really good source of it. And it's kind of funny because I know if I'd found like just one decent source of it, I would have like literal tons of it. All right, let me just grab one more fence here. Just Oh, I like that. I really like that. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I forgot to bring food. Oh, I'm not going back. Not gonna happen. No, sir. It's not gonna happen. Oh, yeah. Really? So you can have stone fences? Fine. Yes, yes, yes. I know. You're hungry. I know. Probably not the worst idea to just head on back. Yeah, I guess I'll head back. It'll be this way, right? A copper source right here? Where? I marked this at. Copper? Question mark? There was copper here. I don't see it. Hmm. Oh, you know what? Where's the little dot? No, there was no copper here. Let me just run back before I die. I mean, it's not that big of a deal because I turned off the dropping your stuff because all I'm going to do is run back anyway. What do you think about the new changes to the death system? Japan has rice. Do you like the whole as you die, it like randomly drops you further and further away, and then eventually breaks um your respawn location. I mean, it's optional, so it's not like you have to have it on. But I'm just curious if you what your opinion of it was. Oh, yeah, yeah, I know I'm hungry. Oh, okay. So that's not how it's actually being implemented. I ran past my thing. Oops. Yeah, I know. I was just curious because there was a lot of kerfuffle there on the community about it. So I was just curious. That's all. Oh, okay. Well, fair enough then. Yeah, I mean, I personally don't really have much of an opinion on it, like the whole thing in general. Um, yeah, I did honestly, being just speaking honest, it really doesn't bother me in the slightest. Like, period. Like, I don't care one way or another. Um, so, but some people did. So I was just curious. Like, say, there it is. Okay, so let's see here. I want to put a path here. And are you kidding me? You know, honestly, traveling in this game can be a little daunting because you have to prepare so much stuff just to travel. Like it's quite the order to travel in this game. Oh, do making some farmland, making some farmland. I don't know. I have traveled that far before, but you know. Oh, I forgot to bring the most important thing, the actual seeds. Yeah, I didn't notice it too much. Like I'm always in the Discord, but I don't typically talk much. I don't really say anything. I rarely ever say stuff. I mean, I just post daily now about the you know. Excellent. All right. Oh yeah, I need a gate. Gonna need a temporary gate. Oh, that's nice. I didn't know that there was a pop-up. I have all that stuff disabled anyway, which is probably one reason why I wasn't really all that bothered by it. Because I mean, you know, kind of already put that in there. No, it doesn't need to be in there. It just sure as hell doesn't belong in there, but whatever, 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 whatever. Yeah, that's the curse of making games though. That'll forever be an unfortunate problem. I'm not justifying it or saying it's right, of course. It's just kind of the way it is. All right, let's see here. I need a gate. Ah, okay, okay. This is just gonna be a temporary little thing because I don't have that many crops anyway. But I really like these basalt stone fences. I don't know when they added them. Oh my god, they even stack nicely. You demand dry stone? Does the dry stone look better? Oh, there is no dry stone. Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, I thought the same thing, but yeah, I didn't fully read and understand what you were saying there. Yes, that would look so much better, wouldn't it? Like just 100 times better. Not mature, not mature, not mature, not mature, not mature, not mature. Definitely not mature. Don't even care about that. This whole area is just gonna get deleted. Yeah. Yeah, I'm down with you now. I get it. I just got confused is all. I apologize. I just got a little confuddled. At some point, I'm gonna have to go mine for dirt as well. That'll be super nice. I need more dirt, a lot more dirt. I'm gonna raise the elevation of this entire area. Yeah. Although they do seem to match kind of okay though. Like, hang on. Like these fences over here. Like I really like just the look of the fence itself, but the gate not such a fan. And boy, let me tell you, I was happy when they added those. Okay, well, yeah. Or maybe just like a higher class gate that requires, metal or something. That could be nice. Okay, so now that I actually have water, um, I'm actually gonna go into the cellar and make me a little infinite water spawn point. And screw it, I'm gonna make it in this corner. I want those. Excellent. Okay, I'm gonna get the flax, and then there should be some felt. And now we get to do the literal most amazing thing that this game has ever done for anyone in the entire world, which is have to manually turn a kern. Oh my god. Incredible. You guys, just look at this. This is just the most amazing thing ever. Quick, Florida man, look! You must behold the joyous nature that is this. This part is just so. Oh, gosh. Okay. Now what we need to do here is here. Oh, I'm out of water? Okay. Fine. I'll get more water. All right. How long does this last? 1.6 days. That is just that is just the most remarkable, single-handed, most amazing thing I've ever seen in like my entire life. Like that was wow. Okay, the oven. Okay, so I have to add wood. Add wood to the oven. Okay, I've run out of wood. Okay, now light the oven. Okay, I'm lighting the oven. I'm still lighting the oven, but it's not working. Okay, I have lit the oven. I am now making bread. Wait, really? Flax dough isn't. This item is not bakeable? Now, clearly, that is wrong because of course it's bakeable. It's freaking. Are you serious? Is flax dough not bakeable? Is it not possible to bake flax? Oh. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, there we go. Excellent. Excellent. So did I even need to use that much wood? Because I used a lot of wood. Like, if it takes that much wood just to make like, you know, uh, a couple loaves of bread, that's pretty bad. Supposedly you should watch the dough as it bakes because apparently it bakes part bake, part bake. All right. Mm. Now see this sort of stuff is nice and maybe we'll have to um well, I mean, okay. Give me my wood back. No. Okay. I can't have okay. Careful. If you put wood in there, you can't get it back. Lesson learned. I mean, all right then. Whatever. Fine. It's fine. Oh, you can do 8? Okay, I'm gonna try that. If you could do 8 loaves, that would be much better because 4 is just totally not worth it. All right, I'm gonna go down into the cellar and put the spelt in. Go go go. Check on this. Nope, it's only 4 at a time. No joke. It is only 4 at a time. Oh, I see what you mean. I see what you mean. You can do 8 loaves with one full round of firewood. But still, that's what, 6 blocks? Yeah, yeah, that's true. It's definitely something you want to do in like, sheer bulk. Definitely not something you want to do all willy-nilly like. But I mean, that's okay. It's big of a deal. I haven't either, but you know, I'm just gonna see if I can actually bake 8. I should be able to bake 8 loaves without having to put any firewood in there. It'd be nice if you could make something like hardtack. Is there a mod that lets you make hardtack? Oh, oh for because I don't know. I just feel like hardtack would be really nice. All right, so let's see what we got here. Got a bunch of spelt bread and flour dough. At least it lasts for quite a while. What's the just gonna there we go. Don't even know what to make of that. Like, oh hi. Let's see. Come on, bake. Bake. Bake, bake, bake. Bake into bread. I'm wondering if it'd probably be better to just because the bread really doesn't provide a lot of saturation. Saturation? Yeah, it doesn't provide a lot of sat at all. Sadie's 903 out of 1500. Kind of crap. Oh. Oh. Oh, that gives 300. Oh. Oh. That's not bad. So definitely, definitely, definitely don't use flax for that. I think I'll just use flax and all for, I don't know. Spelt seems to be much better for eating. 300 is not too bad. 300 snipe. Not even remotely bad. It's not bad at all. Not in the slightest, honestly. Yeah, yeah, and that is Sir Buddhist. Welcome, by the way. That is exactly what I intend to do. I just, oop, I'm not paying attention here. Sorry. Um, I just honestly, I just wasn't. You know, I just I just wanted to see what it would give, and it gives crap. It flax is junk. I'm just gonna use it for animal feed, but I don't actually have any way to grow it anyway. So honestly, I'm not really gonna, you know, I'm probably not really gonna use it all that much anyway to begin with, just because, hey, I don't actually have any to really do anything with anyway, so. Growth stunted due to heat. What? It's hot for a turnip? I don't even know what to say to that. Because this area is, like, very cold in the winter. Like, very, very cold. I've never seen that before, but hey, whatever. Is it coming? Oh, yep, it's coming from down there. I die because of this. I'm going to be so mad. Oh, come on. Forgot about that. I completely and utterly forgot about that. Fine. Fine. Where's home? That way. Home is very, very far that way. Okay, well, it's going to be time to gather as much animal fat as possible. Seriously? Not only did I lose to a fox, but I also broke my spear. I'm just not having a good time right now. I am having many, many troubling issues. Of course, I probably shouldn't have doubled the damage of all the mobs, but I'm fairly certain that that is so not helping me. And I'm not wearing any armor. Where am I at anyway? I go this way. So, I guess on top of everything else that I need to do, now I also need to go out of my way and get as much animal fat as humanly possible so that I can put lights everywhere so that I don't have those annoying monsters spawning. Huh. Well, there's nothing down there. Oh well. Off I go. It's a shame there's no boars. Boars are pretty nice to hunt around. Oops. Sorry. Sorry, sorry. I think what I'll do is I'll probably feed the chickens with flax if I can ever find flax, and then I'll probably feed the rams with just dry grass because there's absolutely no shortage of that at all. And you know, I know it takes 8 for 1 unit of feed, but I mean, let's be real, that's pretty much nothing when you have massive fields of grass and literally nothing else. So can just do that. Oh, ow. But first things first, get the darn drifter out of the house. I'm surprised I haven't had any issues with that before, but whatever reason, I just haven't. Okay, where is he? Did he do his little disappearing act? He did his disappearing act. Okay, what do we have here? Salt bread. Got a little copper. Not too shabby. All right, let's go check on the crops. Well, they seem fine. Well, at least I got the seeds. Heat resistant until 27? Huh. Must have gotten really, really hot, and that's what caused their growth to get stunted, because, I don't know. Otherwise, it just doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. Ah, these are ends. I'll draw them. Okay. So let's see here. Oh, that's right. I was making bread, wasn't I? Really nearly forgot. Right. Completely forgot. Wow, that took literally almost all of my well that literally took almost everything actually. That's nuts. Belt bread sucks. All right. So, yes. This needs to be significantly. Okay, that baked. Nice. Only have 5 dough left. Let's see. Gonna ever fully grow? Guess not. Come on. Okay. Get some. Gotta get all this delicious dirt. Whoa. Yeah, I don't want low quality soil. No, thank you. Bad enough, all I have is medium. Bad enough. What do we have here? Okay, and then I have all the bread that I could ever not want. Maybe the onions and stuff will, uh, you know, finish here shortly. All right, so I think I'm gonna grab that last bit of spell bread and then deposit most of this junk away. Because honestly, I don't feel like carting it around. The bucket, I don't need boards. I will take the bread though. As far as the firewood is concerned. And now it's time to go get a lot of different kinds of gravel and stuff. Not gravel, but stones. Stones. Pretty nice with the fence. I like the look of that multicolored fence, but I just don't really think that that is truly worth the amount of time and resources for that thing, since you need like 7 different colored blocks for it. I'm sorry, or is it 9? You need quite a bit of blocks for that. Kind of absurd. Oh, I hear a drifter. Moving on over. All right, and I'm back. Need a lot more than this. Kind of hoping that since this was a giant external basalt mountain, that it would have more basalt stone, but apparently it's mostly granite. Nice basalt covering. Okay, that was a little horrifying, but I don't think this pickaxe is gonna make it. I have to forge me another one, I feel like. Oh, all this just for some fences. Absolutely absurd. But it will look nice, so I suppose there is that. Oops, went too far. Oh, symmetry. I need my symmetry back. There. That'll be enough for now. Now I just need to also grab a whole bunch of crappy, low quality soil, which this whole area. Alrighty. Well, okay then. Ow. Forgot about that. Keep forgetting about that. Hurts. Yeah, now let's head back. Head back and I don't know. Possibly make some storage vessels or not actually sure. Wait. No, this is fine. Okay. Yay, I'm home. Check on the food. All the crops are kind of growing. Wow. It's awful. Eh, most of it has grown. I'll harvest it all in the morning. Next day, I guess. Or, but that seems perfectly interesting. Huh. Guess I can back really quick. I don't want to risk I don't want to risk the pain in the ass rabbits eating up my stuff. Somewhere in here I had the alright, here's the bucket. Guess I'll just drop the soil. Have the extra fence pieces. Useful. $41 days. Too bad, I guess. I'm missing something. Hmm. Somewhere in here, there should be a spare knife. There it is. Around here somewhere. Okay. Let's see. Here. What we have here. I think I'm actually going to have enough space to do what I want. There's not. Why on earth would I have enough space? Okay. Hmm. Well, I think I have a shovel. Ugh, making all this farmland is just proven to be rather atrocious, if it were. Okay. Needs to be. Means dirt. Okay. Ah, quite a bit, though. There we go. Perfection. Oh, it's looking like most of the rye is done. So pick that up. Kidding me? Out of my way. Get out of my way. Perfect. Now nothing should be able to get in here. It should be relatively safe. Which one need to tell me? Okay, let's do it. This Twitch note. New day, new stream. Yada yada yada. I guess it's stream for 8 hours or something, and a 30-day period would be my guess. Oh. All right. So let's put these here. More. Have any more though? Current, like current. And that rye is still not done growing. Like, good lord, like, what exactly does one have to do to get that stuff to grow? It's stunted? No. Terrible nutrition in the soil. Okay. Find any more black currant. Wait, hang on. Other. Alrighty. Two more. We're down here. Yep. Okay. Excellent. It's all still not perfect, but something. Wow, the clay ovens, I don't know if you're still here or not, Japan has rice, but the clay ovens actually do hold their heat, like, for a really long time. I'm actually kind of surprised by that. Like, wow, do they hold their heat for a really long time? Kind of impressive, actually. I mean, it's, 41 Celsius, but still. Been quite a while since I baked anything. All right. Okay, so the only thing left is the cabbage, that rye, and of course these lovely onions that will probably never ever grow. Excellent. It's really, really nice to actually have, being able to visually see, hey, I finally have food. Unlike before where it was just terrible. All right, so let's get this ingot out. Perfect. All right, everyone. Thank you all for watching, but I'm going to stop the stream here and go grab some dinner. Thank you to everyone who watched, and I shall see everyone either later tonight or tomorrow. I'm not actually sure. I might pick up and stream after I eat. I'm not really sure. Still, regardless, thanks for everyone for watching,